Hello there, everybody. This is Diane. I come in this video to give tips for seniors. And I'm a senior. I turned 68 last month, February 1st. And you can follow me, subscribe at Diane Dixon 6900. All lowercase, all one word, DIANE DIXON. I live in the beautiful part of the world of Tampa, Florida, and I love it. See the beautiful palm tree behind me? I love it. And palm trees are my favorite trees. And I give tips for seniors. Number one tip, you want to get up and be moving your body. Whether you walk like I do, I walk 1 mile every day. Every day of the week. I don't take weekends off. I walk all 7 days, and you want to be hydrating your body every day. Hydrate. And the number one reason seniors wind up in emergency in the hospital because of dehydration. Put out your 8 pennies, whether you place them on your kitchen countertop or your kitchen table or out in plain sight, plain view, where you can see them on your coffee table in your living room. Every time you complete a drink, take away a penny. And if it's only 6 or 6:30 in the evening and you complete it all 8, you can still drink some more and just stop like an hour before bed so that you can not need to interrupt your sleep getting up for the bathroom. So you want to make sure you're moving your body, whether it's swimming, walking, going to a gym, bicycling, pedaling on a bike, a real bike, not an electric bike, that doesn't count. Stationary bike at home, a treadmill at home, any type of equipment at home if you prefer to exercise at home. Or I like walking, I don't belong to no gym. Walking is my thing, and I walk 1 mile so that I'm doing a long enough walk that will really do me good and trim me down, help me to stay trimmed down. You want to be hydrating. Mall walking is a big thing, but the way that works, you go up to your local mall when they first unlock the doors before the shoppers can get in there, so you can walk uninterrupted. Mall walking is good if you live where there's still cold weather up north, and if it's a rainy morning, you want to get out and still walk. I go out anyway. I just take my umbrella and I go for it. You want to be active, okay? Not get out of bed and transfer yourself to your sofa or your recliner. No, exercise first. Move that body first, okay? And then if you set most of the rest of the day and you're on your sofa or in your recliner, that's fine, okay? Because I do. Once I walk my 1 mile walk, come home most of the rest of the day after I do my house cleaning, find myself when by afternoon I'm setting, the most of the rest of the day. But in the morning, I have gotten up and walked 1 mile, and I've come back, take hold of the mop all the floors in the house. It's like over a 1,000 square foot home. And one room I don't mop is where another renter lives. I just like mop a little piece of her floor, but it doesn't really count, and such a small piece of it. But the living room, the kitchen, my room, the hallway, and the lady that's away in hospital right now, who's 80 years old, I go in and mop her floor. So when she returns, her bedroom is kept nice and clean for her. But anyhow, you want to make sure you're hydrating. You're putting out those 8 pennies, taking away 1 penny every time you complete a drink. You subscribe to me at Diane Dixon 6900, all lowercase, all one word, DIANE DIXON. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for spreading the word to others to subscribe to Diane Dixon to get tips for seniors. And if you want a quick sweet to make, the brownie I make, mash 3 bananas, a third cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, a half cup of peanut butter. You can use crunchy or smooth, doesn't matter. And you mix it all up. It mixes up into a very thick batter. And you set your oven at 350 and you line your small baking pan with parchment paper and you scrape that thick batter out onto that lined small baking dish with parchment paper, and you bake it at 350 for 20 minutes. Yum, yum, yum. There's no sugar in it, no flour, and it's so yummy. The bananas sweeten it. The bananas is what sweetens it, and is nice, a nice goodie, sweet treat to have to enjoy. And if you do sweets, pasta, breads, do them in moderation. Moderation, so they don't show up on your scale. I went off of bread, sweets, and pastas, and I dropped the weight from 193 to 175, and I intend on dropping 10 to 15 more pounds by way of staying off the bread, sweeties, sugary sweeties, and pastas. The brownie is only sweetened by those sweet 3 bananas. That's what gives those brownies their sweetness. And I tend to drop 10 or 15 more pounds by way of keep walking 1 mile every day and mopping, coming home and mopping all these floors. And now I deserved, the afternoon to sit down and take in a movie if I want, or I mainly like to listen to educational information, fill my mind and head with that kind of stuff. Once in a while, I like to take in a movie. So I'm going to go now. I'm Diane, at Diane Dixon. Subscribe, please, at Diane Dixon, 6900. All lowercase, all one word, DIANE, DIXON. Thanks for subscribing. Spread the word. Say, go check out this blonde-haired senior chick who gives tips for seniors. She's 68 years old, and she's always in her blonde do's on her videos giving tips for seniors. All right, goodbye.